Hey, come and check out this custom aluminum patio cover that we built in Surprise, Arizona. What we have here is what we call a combination cover. We have a solid patio cover here connected to the house, and then we have a lattice patio cover coming off of the front of the solid roof. This section here is 15 by 56 feet of our 3-inch insulated roof panel. The main reason for using the insulated roof, especially on a structure that's attached to the house, partially facing west, is it really helps keep the sun and all of the heat off of the back of the stucco here, off of the windows, off of the doors and everything like that. So it can actually help with energy efficiency of the home. The homeowner told me that they used an infrared thermometer on this in the middle of summer, and it was about 170 degrees on top and 94 underneath. Another thing that we did was install 4 ceiling fans, on this structure with 8 flush mount LED lights. Right now the lights are, at full capacity, but they were put on a dimmer switch so you could really tone it down for some ambient lighting later in the evening, especially if you're enjoying, some time in the hot tub. This is a 15 by 15 and a half lattice cover. We always strategically run the lattice tubes or slats as close to north and south as we can, and that's to give you the greatest benefit when the sun is setting opposite of the way the tubes are running. You can see the amount of space that we have set up between these tubes. So we use a standard 2x3 lattice tube size. So it's 2 inches tall, 3 inches wide, and this is the standard spacing. So that's a 2-inch spacing, which gives you about 60% shade at high noon in the middle of summer. But the reason, by running them north-south, the sun actually comes in and hits them at an angle in the afternoon and at an angle in the morning. So even though there's a 2-inch space between them, early in the morning and late in the day, the sun actually can't get through them. So the space between them really only makes a big difference during the middle of the day and when the sun's directly overhead during the warm months. So sometimes we'll even do a 1-inch space. So 2x3 with 1-inch spacing will get you about 75% shade. This L-shaped combination cover design has been really popular for different homeowners all over the valley. I'm personally a big fan of having the solid section, being attached to the house. Like you can see over there, there's kind of an existing cutout patio that came with the house, and the builder doesn't always put in a very big one. So, by extending it out and across the length of the house, or even, sometimes we'll just extend it out from where their existing patio is and kind of double up the amount of space. Not everybody needs a structure this size. But for someone with a family and some kids, having the extra space really makes a difference. There's string lights installed in between each of the sets of rafters. Another great feature you can add to your patio cover or pergola is a misting system. The way that the misters work on a solid cover like this is it basically creates like this cool curtain of mist all the way around. So if you let them run for like 20 or 30 minutes in the summertime, it can cool that space off 20 to 30 degrees. So as you can see at this home, there's concrete on the ground for the foundation of where the patio cover was installed. We can actually bolt our posts to a concrete slab. We can only attach to concrete like this when we're attached to the house. So like if this were a freestanding structure, we would either need concrete footings, like you've seen in other previous videos, or steel base plates that have a much larger anchors that help it stay stout in the summer winds. But yeah, this one, because it's attached to the house, we were able to just bolt it right down to the homeowner's existing concrete slab. And there's actually a big savings when you can do it this way. If you're interested in getting a shade structure at your home, please don't hesitate to reach out or click the link below to fill out an online submission form.